Protesters held signs and chanted outside Amerilux, where people held signs for reproductive rights. Those who attended also emphasizing their disapproval of Project 2025, which they say is a plan to undermine the rights and liberties of all Americans, as well as his comments about, quote, childless cat ladies.
They were very derogatory. They're not necessary. We don't need to be degrading people, women, just for their life choices. We do not need to be degrading people just to win an office.
Senator says Wisconsin deserves candidates and leaders who respect everyone. Vance's opponent, Democrat